Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Juan Solo here with ASQD Gaming, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you all so much for tuning in today for some more State of Decay 2. So in today's video, I'm kind of going to be talking about a different kind of a game mode that I would like to see come to State of Decay 2, and that is called the Lone Wolf Survivor mode. So what the premises of this game mode would kind of be, I've seen a lot of people kind of talk about this, and you can obviously the way State of Decay 2 plays, you get into the game, you try to recruit more survivors. You originally start with either 3 or 4 survivors. You set up a base in like a big building or something like that, and you make all these different elaborate, resource generators and, all these different things. What if we had a mode where you were basically playing solo? There were more zombies in the open world, more freaks and stuff, overall a bigger threat as you were playing. Resources were more scarce, and you actually, for instance, when you're looting stuff like this, say I opened up this container and it contained a bottle of water, or it contained a bottle of juice, or an apple, or something like that, have sort of like a food or water source that made it so that you actually had to do that rather than, just have one food per day used by so many people or whatever at your base. You actually had to find, food items or water items and stuff to kind of keep your character from getting dehydrated or hungry. And that would also, in turn, if you were hungry or thirsty, would affect your health bar. And then also with that, for instance, if you were hurt and you wanted to heal yourself or something, you could start up a campfire at your base. I'm not actually trying to steal an idea from Fortnite, but we could have sort of like if you set up a campfire at your base, it would help regenerate your health. If you were just kind of hanging out at your base, hanging around the campfire or something, and then stuff like this in this little base camp that you see here set up, this is just a random thing that you come across in the open world on Drucker County, and you could see that it had a rain collector, so you could use that to gather water. It also has the bathrooms there, and you can see this little tent area here, and whether or not we would actually have the ability to set some of this stuff up wherever we wanted, or we would have to go out to these little campsites that are spread all across each of the 3 maps in State of Decay 2. There are so many of these little campsites, and then it will allow us that within a certain radius of, say, your tent, you could build, a rain collector or a very, very small garden that would help generate, individual little things of food, consumables of that sort for, your character. And, maybe building little tiny storage containers and stuff like that, and just using that rather than have these big elaborate bases with all these different facilities and all these different characters to switch between. That's all good and everything. But I know this sort of pulls away from what State of Decay 2 is meant to be, a co-op survival. But I just think a mode like this would be something really cool that would kind of separate itself from a lot of other games, increase the amount of zombies that are spawning, infestations, freaks, more juggernauts, more ferals, more bloaters, and the whole 9 yards, and make it so that we actually have to loot individual food items and water items and stuff to keep our character's health up, as well as, we can move around to these different base camps and stuff and set up different, facilities, smaller facilities, very small facilities like, individual storage containers, rain collectors that will help us, gather water and, stuff like that. And just, I think this would be a really cool experience with all of the different really cool campsites that are already in the game, utilizing it so that you can actually set up base camp at these instead of setting them up at like the big buildings and bases with the big facilities and everything. Make it so that we have a lone wolf mode where we could kind of try to survive, without all of those fancy facilities and stuff, But that is pretty much going to do it for the video, guys. I just kind of wanted to bring this topic up. It's something that I've been wanting to talk about for a little while because this is one of the topics that continues to come up in the comment section of my videos almost every single day, talking about a mode like this. But if you guys enjoyed the video, you guys found it a cool feature, you guys would like to see something like this come to State of Decay 2, make sure to drop a like. Also, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all things State of Decay 2. But that is all for now. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.